TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow up 112. You get NASDAQ up 54. S&Ps are up 12. Gold contracts down $1.20 at 12.53. We got silver up 6 cents, $16.55. Platinum is up 9 at 1,023. You get the oil market down 27 cents at 48.40. On the bonds, the 10-year note off 10, 30-year bond off 18, King dollar up 66 ticks at 95.36. We have option expiration. We get volatility.
We do.
We get all of the above. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner. You can bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can follow along with us as we trade these contracts. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
Hey, man, looking at NASDAQ, it's had a nice run up this morning so far, and right at a 1 deviation level. So.
I know, option expiration, man, 47 ticks you have the NASDAQ up right now, which no doubt, that's a nice run.
Yeah, that's a big number.
That's a big number. And more than likely, and we'll bring this up, but that's all right. AMAT very well may have. Let's see inside the NDX what we have as the pushing this. Yeah, AMAT. Last night. Now, see, this is what's cool, folks. Okay, just understanding the weighting structure. AMAT came out with their numbers last night, right? And bang, they were big numbers, man. I says, oh, you know what, man? That's going to push that NASDAQ.
Sure.
So the AMAT is the leader out there, folks. It's up 12%. $2.58. Now, what's wild about AMAT is this. So what AMAT does, folks, is this. AMAT makes all the machines factories, the machines that go inside the factories for all these chip makers. But you know what the lead time is on AMAT, which is amazing? So let's say you're Intel, right? You're going to give AMAT lead time of a couple years.
Okay.
So that is a leading indicator that, guess what? These companies are spending money and they're getting really busy.
Yeah.
Which is because what people look at, folks, in the numbers in AMAT is that what is their back orders? How big is the back order?
Yeah.
Because when they're building these billion-dollar factories, because that's what they are. That's isn't that wild?
Yeah, definitely.
So. Gold. So let's look at gold. We trade. I'm always trading something. This morning,
I know. It looks like it could be relatively flat, right? Down 80 cents for the day, but yeah, not quite.
No, and I had a good little deal going. But, this is why we trade the Nadex product. Bottom line, let's see when I bought it. I bought it this morning.
8:45, I believe.
Yeah. And I got a decent run, and then I just got crushed.
Yeah, 8:45.
But even getting crushed is not that bad,
No, you're
risk
down,
versus the
you're
reward.
You're down $40 per $30 per contract. You have 4 contracts, down about 120.
Right.
You went long at 1257.70.
Right.
And the current market's at 1255, so you're down.
Right. And it got up to 1262.
Yeah. So let's just see where 8:45 is. Right here.
Yeah.
So somewhere in this bar, you got in right at the very beginning of this bar.
Yeah, so I got a nice surge at the beginning.
You did.
And then the housing numbers come out really good, and bottom line, it just took me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me. We'll see whether I break even or not. Do you know what I mean? You get to 130, and I needed I only needed $1.50 actually, right? Wait, what are we in at? 1257.
Yeah, like 270 you need. That's I'm pulling it up right now, even just to put your exact. So yeah, that was your contract ratio where you're risking $77 because you're $7.07 basically above the floor.
Yep.
And if you happen to get an amazing run in gold, they're $500 pies that you're yeah, for sure.
I like that. That risk reward is a good looking deal for me.
Yeah, and right now you still have plenty of intrinsic value in that you're getting that back, which is exactly what, you know what I mean? It's not all premium, as in with that.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
And if we go back to the broad market for a second, folks, this is a classic. You get an option expiration day. The market, we've been talking, Darrell, we've been talking about this. I felt I hadn't seen this for quite a while, meaning that the market gets jammed to the lows the prior days before option expiration. The calls get really cheap. The operators can load up on the calls, and they're worth a fortune today. They're, just big money, man. I mean, when the Nasdaq, let's see, NQ, when the Nasdaq,
if it closes down really hard the previous week, and then they go in and the calls are cheap and they load up on them because the IV.
Or even last night, every one of those downdrafts. Like if let's say the Qs, we're bringing up the Qs. So the Qs right now, the Qs are up $1.28. Well, you could have bought calls last night when I even brought up it wasn't even up this much. It only had to go up 50 cents. And the calls were only 80 cents, and they were already up 100% last night, just as it come into the close. Never mind now. You know what I mean? This is a big move, because there was no time value in them last night.
Sure.
So big dollars. In fact, I think our man, Mr. Dave White, is going to be making big dollars.
Good.
I was listening to him yesterday, and I know how he plays this thing because we've both done the same thing in the past, and I believe he went into those calls on that downdraft.
Cool.
Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tom, and myself, we're coming right back. Dow right now is up 133. Nasdaq's up 56. S&Ps are up 15. You have gold down 50 cents. Silver's up 6 cents. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials up 133. You get the Nasdaq up 27. S&Ps are up 14. Look at that surge in the S&Ps, man. That is a surge. So let's just see here. So you have the Dow up 0.7%. S&Ps are up 0.6. The Nasdaq is up 1.9%. Let me just see this intraday. Yeah, we just got another one. So the S&Ps. So from Wednesday, the high of the S&Ps were 2057. Right now, you're at 2052. You know, we go to the NQs. We take a look at how the NQs are moving. Look at that move right off the bat. Unreal. So at 9:20, the NQs are at 43.30, and you're 43.66. Bought the wrong thing, Tom.
Sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
How are you all doing? And wanted to say hello. And Darrell, how are you?
Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. Listen, Darrell, I wanted to say that your new alchemy system, I know that you all put in a lot of work, and I just wanted to tell you over the air that it is a great system, and I really appreciate your efforts. So,
Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much.
You get a smiley face today.
Awesome. Hope we'll get one in coming days.
Listen, I was in a trade, and this is my philosophy. I was in the 43.20, 43.60 NASDAQ Nadex. Okay? Now,
if you were long that trade, you're doing very well.
And this is a small Mike?
Profit.
Now what I did, Tom, and we've talked about this before. I went in at 41.3. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I guess my real question is this: I normally, when I go long on a spread, I like to go just long, just a little bit below the 50% level. It seems my risk reward seems to be a little bit more on my side in that range than when I buy above the midpoint.
That would be correct. Yeah, right.
Okay. Now, the reason why I did this, because it was above the midpoint, is because my market analyzer using the alchemy system, and Darrell knows what I'm talking about, everything was green, so I went ahead and took the plunge, and it, of course, worked out super well. But is my philosophy correct when I say I like to go long just below the midpoint on spreads?
Well, you basically are giving yourself more time for the delta to be in that delta of 1.
Yes.
Because the delta is closest to 1 or 100, whatever you want to call it, right at the middle of a spread.
Yes.
So it's 50 at the floor, and it's 50 at the ceiling of a spread, and then as you get closer to the middle, get closer to 100, then it slows down again. So if you get in right before it gets to the middle, then you're basically going to be speeding up. Your gamma's going to be speeding up your delta. And then it's going to stay sped up for a little bit longer by doing it that way.
Okay. Now,
so you are on the right track, yes.
Okay. Now, just one other quick question. Once it reaches above 43.40, between 43.40 and 43.60, I usually try to get out at that point, which is 50% of between 43.40 and 43.60. You see what I mean?
I think what happens there, Mike, is that the danger point goes like this, right? That, like, well, we're looking at the spread, right? So the market itself already went to, what, 43.65 or something, right? And the spread itself maybe went to 43.51, right?
52, 53.
Right.
Yeah. And so where the problem comes in, I would think, is that if you, I'm going to talk two different things. You can talk time versus, the end of the spread. Now, if you get in at 41.50, it's like, oh man, you saw just what happened. We went up to like 65, and the spread, because as it's getting closer to the top, is not going to move. So
Right.
Your delta's dropping smaller and smaller as you get further
so
above that ceiling.
You're actually, when you look at the risk versus the reward, it's bigger than it actually really is time-wise when you're looking at that, putting it on. Do you know what I mean? And
Right.
so that's that's risky.
Okay.
You're basically playing time at that point that it'll stay up there.
Yeah, right.
And so if you think it's going to start falling back, it's like, well, do you want to play that time premium because you think it won't fall back that far, or do you want to go ahead and just top in the trade and grab it?
And that's why what you said, getting it on the lower end of that 50% is great, because that's when that's actually working for you.
Okay.
Because the delta
Okay. And
the gram
I
is
think
increasing the delta on the way up
Yeah.
until the point that it's starting to slow back down again as
Right.
it gets closer to the floor ceiling.
And then if I'm wrong, I'll know real quick.
That's
I'll know just
that's
quick either
another
way,
issue,
but
right? Yeah, that's another issue. That's what does happen, though. No, I understand what you're saying, okay? Because what the difference there is, that's right. If you are wrong and it starts going down, what's going to happen there is that the market can go a lot lower, and just the opposite, because it's kind of cool playing with 10 points here, right?
Because your gamma and delta are smaller.
Exactly. So so you could say that it saves you when you are wrong going down the other side.
It can help you, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Gamma's in your favor if you buy below that middle of that spread, and gamma is actually in your favor if it goes against you as well on that same side.
Yeah,
Right.
which is
On the
pretty
bill.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But delta is
Gentlemen-
not in your favor because it's slower. So.
Gentlemen, thank you very much, and I enjoyed John Skelton's webinar.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. We're going to have
Okay.
him on the show.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All
See
right, you
all.
bet.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah. So there's some action out here, no doubt.
Yeah, it's coming right out that one deviation. Does it have enough oomph to pull back?
I don't think so. We'll see. Let's pull up the NQs first. This market's been nice and deviant. There's no doubt about it. So if the first leg up, let's see. So I'll put this on 3 days. 3 days. So on 3 days, let's see what we got up here. Yeah, you get some good juice, man. Where the highs out there did 9,000 contracts, and you're going into 3,000 from yesterday. So this can build a little cause, and let me see this though. 59. This would be really wild, man. 59. Man, this thing could go up to 4,400. That'd be freaking wild, man.
Now, if it pulls back, where's it going to go to?
If it pulls backwards, it can go right down to where we just.
4340 is like
well,
an easy point.
Yeah, well, exactly. Right where we started. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
not
unless it
started,
bounced
but
off that several times,
with
it's got a lot of volume right
at,
there.
At 940. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So there's a lot of volume on that side.
You stay right there,
Built up.
folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 110. Nasdaq's up 48. S&Ps are up 11. We have gold down $3. Silver, they just whacked silver. It was up 6 cents. Now it's down a penny. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, don't miss out on the Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This is the second running of their popular 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD, which gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you can earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD.
Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The May 19th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member, FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 100. You get the Nasdaq up 48. S&Ps right now are up 10. Let's go to Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom. Tommy.
How you doing, man?
Morning.
You got me.
How's beautiful Plymouth this morning?
I'm looking to go to enter into the VGZ, Vista Gold.
Oh.
VGC.
I'm done with that dust. Done with it.
So, what are we doing with VGZ, Vista Gold?
I'm looking to jump in right now.
So let's take a look at it. So Vista Gold, folks, okay, the low out here is for the year is 23 cents. The high is 89. Now, I mean, most of the time you're day trading, right? Are you looking for something on a longer term basis? Is that what you're looking at?
I might go for a little longer term on this, yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey, let me tell you something about the stock first, right? So if you day trade it, this is what happens with the stock, folks, which is a trip. Not all the time, but a lot. If you see this stock open down, Tom, on a good day, I'll show you. This has happened like a few different times, which is just crazy. Like yesterday, it opens at 77, goes down to 73, and closes up at 85. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, folks, but it's a lot when you're talking, pennies here. Do you know what I mean? Because it's 10 cents.
It is, yeah.
So it moves around by 10 cents, which is insane for an $80 stock, okay? So it can shake you both ways. Now, if you're going to buy it, I'd wait out here because this thing will hit 73 again. You're at 79. Okay. Now, it looks to me like it's building cause to get up and over this 89 cents and probably go to $1.50. So I'd have some patience, man, and where I'm going is at the high of May 4th. You see that high? That's 73 cents. The low is 64.
Okay.
Just sit there and let it kind of get in there and test that area.
Okay, great advice, Ben. Thank you.
Well, we hope it is.
I'm done with it.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Have a good
Check out
weekend,
oil.
Jay.
Oil's moving on down too.
You looking at oil, Darrell? Let's
Yeah.
pull up your chart here. What do we got?
Nice little downdraft right there.
Yeah, down to almost 48.
Right at 48.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what's interesting here is that you got, so let me
49
see.
to 48, so a dollar move right there.
Yeah, and it's not that the the dollar index itself hasn't moved, and you definitely got the only thing, well, you got sugar up
Sugar.
2.8%, natural gas up 0.9. That's kind of it. Crude's down, yeah, nothing's down big though,
Everything's within 1% one way or the other, which isn't. Not the commodity markets had crazier days, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But it's enough.
Yeah, no, it's a big move still. I know. It's just what we've become accustomed to almost.
Hey, so let's talk about, going into Sunday night, starting next week. So next week, it's not a shot week, but it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that means people are going to make it a short week. Some of the big players will be taking off early.
Yeah.
That's
for
a good point, yeah. So,
expect Thursday to Friday not be your normal players.
yeah. So I wonder if what's intriguing is that where I'm going with this whole thing is like the weekly binaries,
Okay.
because we've got smoked here. Well, I guess it depends on how we close today, but I mean, this market, looks to me like it's, what it's done, folks, is if we close where we have closed today, it's rejected lower price across all the indices on the weekly charts by a huge deal, not a small one. Meaning the volume characteristic is like, what happened is that it's come into the highs of the lows of last August as well as this January. So it's like, okay, man. So that means that you want to bounce into Memorial Day, which turns into window dressing, which turns into the first of the month. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's like, okay, so you pull up one of these weekly binaries, there might not be a bad deal. So that'd be they come on Sunday night, right? Do they come on Sunday night or Monday morning? Do you know, Darrell?
Sunday night for FX, and they come out Monday at 3 a.m. for commodities and indices.
Okay.
It looks like next week we don't have a lot going on. Canada, by the way, has a holiday on Monday.
Okay.
And then on Wednesday they have their interest rate announcement.
Yeah.
And then on Friday we have preliminary GDP here in the U.S. So those are basically the three things to be aware of on the FX front.
Yeah, and if we bring up,
That preliminary GDP could have a little bit of a rock. It could move the market some. So on Friday.
Yeah. That's interesting too. Yeah, because Friday is going to be.
A lot of people are going to be out, but that preliminary GDP still coming out and getting launched.
It will, particularly because of the Fed, and like, are they going to go? Are they not going to go? It seems that.
And the preliminary, like there's advanced preliminary and actual. So preliminary is not as impactful as the advanced one. But still, it's everybody's weighing on GDP and non-farm and all this stuff to see how, what the Fed's going to do.
Right, and it seems like the British vote's going to be the biggest thing. They're not going to move with that British vote, man. They're going to.
Oh, and the minutes that came out, though, I mean, they rocked the market. That was a big minutes move.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Usually minutes are pretty boring.
Yeah.
So.
They continue to say they want to go up, but it's like, okay, man, like, you look out here this morning inside the rate structure, we're still at 1.8. And, everywhere else, I mean, those numbers don't change, man. Meaning they're low, folks. So the Fed funds rate, well, that went up another 2%. So now the 32% probability of a hike in June. These things move around quite a well. I guess on Wednesday that did it. Yeah. So what you're looking at, if you're watching Tiger TV right now, folks, the Fed futures probability is 32% in June, 51% in July, and prior to on Tuesday, the 51 was next February. Doesn't mean it's not going to change once again in June when they balk.
We'll see what happens. Exactly.
We will see what happens. I can't even imagine it at this point, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, not a lot of news coming out next week except for Canadian interest rate, which I don't expect to see anything different there. And what do you think? You think there's any change coming in that? Because that impacted oil and stuff like that. They did.
Yeah, and the Canadian market itself, the bottom line is it's been catching a bid because you have so many commodity stocks up there. If we bring up the, you can see that the dollar, the Canadian dollar, it's starting to basically get some juice underneath it compared to what it had anyway.
It's like they dropped it last June was the last time they dropped their rate. They thought they were going to drop it again in January. They didn't.
Yeah, this has had quite a run. Kind of the same as us, I guess. It's their composites are the same deal, 13,930. You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up 100, Nasdaq's up 50, S&Ps are up 11.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, Darrell Martin. Tommy just had to go send out a couple updates for a couple of us around here. And Dow right now is up 113, Nasdaq's up 54, S&Ps are up 12. Darrell, so currencies Sunday night. What are you looking at with currencies?
A lot of times I'm at a rodeo on a Sunday night. But
Monday morning.
Yeah, currencies. I'm real into pound yen.
Okay.
So as far as just if I'm just directionally trading,
yeah,
it has a lot of volatility. Pound period. If I'm trading FX, then I'll also throw New Zealand in there. I love like New Zealand yen has a lot of volatility. If you want the slower, more predictable, simpler pairs like dollar CAD, dollar franc. I'm not as big of a fan of the most one everybody loves, I guess, is $0.
Okay.
To me, it's sort of like S&P. Too many people are involved in it, and it sort of makes it choppier.
Yeah. So the pound, man, that's going to stay really volatile right until the 23rd of June, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to have some good volatility in it. So it's like, hey, why don't I just play in that playground, that sandbox for a while?
Right.
And people always ask me, what's your favorite? And I'm like, well, I have maybe my favorite of the day.
It depends what day. I was just going to say that. That's right, folks, and that's crucial to understand. It depends what day it is. Right.
I mean, I'll have 15 charts open. I'll pay attention to 2 or 3.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm looking at indices, I'm looking at commodities, I'm looking at forex, and I'll look at interest rates. And I'll sort of play in whatever box is moving usually.
Sure.
So if I see it's not moving, I may hop over on a Nadex and do some neutral option plays.
Okay.
On it. So I may have some neutral plays going on. And my favorite thing is to actually have neutral plays while playing directionally. So that way, if I'm maybe getting small trades, but all of a sudden if just something just starts going like crazy, it more than hedges off any loss like on a neutral trade. And but yeah, I mean, it just I sort of play whatever's moving. And right now, the pound has been great. And yen has let a couple surprises out the bag lately, and I've learned as soon as you start hearing news coming up, like Fed heads talking, if you hear interest rates and the wind stuff like that, I don't really take any kind of directional bias based on any of that information.
Okay,
I found that I'm really good at being wrong, trying to use my opinion based on news, But I do pay attention to that chart to trade it because I'm very good at reading the chart.
Yes,
and so it's like okay. If a lot of people are talking about this, it's most likely going to move. And that's really all I need. I just want that volatility.
Right.
So I watch the news not so much to predict what's going to happen as to predict what's going to move.
Right.
And then I'll start focusing on those charts. If oil's in the news a whole bunch, guess what? I'm going to be trading oil.
Yes.
If gold's in the news a whole lot, guess what? I'm going to be trading gold. And it's just because that's where everybody's attention is at. So orders are being placed, and orders are what create movement.
Right. Right. And that's right. What happens, folks, is that when you have movement, and if you get volatility, the bottom line, which is pretty cool, you can be a bull or a bear inside volatility, man. That's what it comes down to. It's just getting it off the table. So when I'm looking at this, I get the pound yen up right now. So explain. I got to wrap my head around this for a second. Okay, so let's walk through a pound yen and explain to me whether I'm buying or selling. So it's the same. Talk to me about that. I get the pound yen up right now, and let's pull a contract up and just look at it.
Okay, pull one up over on the scanner.
It doesn't. I mean, pull any one up because I just want to. So if you're doing the same thing, I mean, I'm used to buying or selling the dollar, and that's all you're really doing is that you're buying or selling the yen, right, or the pound, right?
You're buying the pound and selling the yen, or if you're selling it, you're buying the yen and selling the pound.
Right.
So if you're going, opposite.
Right.
So yeah, you're 100%. You got it. I mean, that's it. So let's see. Let's just pull up just pound yen. I'll bring that over to my screen for you, and then we can dive into it together here. And I can rip it off, which is sort of nice on this new scanner. Or I can have just that one market. Let's make it larger so people can actually read it that are watching there on Tiger TV or inside the room.
There we go. Yep. Okay.
Okay. So we can go in here, and these are the spread contracts.
Yes.
And so with the pound yen, what's it currently trading at? It's sort of flat right now, but 160.6 right there. So
yes.
I can go over here, and we got our floors and our ceilings.
Right.
Okay. So if you're buying, you can't lose any money below the floor. Like any additional money below the floor.
Right.
If you're buying, you can't make any additional money above the ceiling. It could go above the ceiling all day and you'll make max profit.
Right.
If you held that to expiration. But the additional profit caps out at the ceiling. And so if you were, if you're going to take a directional bias, which I know is sort of hard to do right now with the way the pound's just sort of chilling out at the moment. But I guess we could say short for a little bit, I don't know, 20, 30 pips.
No, yeah, and I wouldn't expect it to move right now. I'm just trying to figure out that. Okay, so like when you're trading I'm so used to the dollar, even going against the euro, just like you said. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Or against the yen. I guess what it is that is there one specialty that you look at that you figure out where the yen's going to go or where the pound's going to go? Because that's a different correlation altogether, right? I mean, that's all you're doing is trading one against the other.
Yeah, I'll be looking more, obviously, I look more at the yen.
Okay, that's my point.
Yen,
yeah, I got it.
Pound yen, euro yen, Aussie yen, and dollar yen, all four of them up when I'm trading it.
Okay, so it's the yen that you're basing it on, right? And that's like when I'm doing it against something, I'm basing it on dollar. Okay, cool, I got it. Okay, so that's the one I should. Okay.
Because if you're going to do pound, you need to find multiple pound pairs to look at. Or you got to like invert pound euro or whatever.
Okay, cool.
So then all of a sudden you're looking at pound and euro, not pound and yen.
Right.
And so you got to sort of pick one. And since there's a high liquidity or relatively high liquidity, in the other yen base pairs there.
Yep.
Then I'll pull all those up and look at those.
Okay, cool.
I'll have them up. And I'll watch the pound. And I'll be very aware of the pound's going to have a lot of news. So what am I going to trade the pound on? Am I going to trade it on the dollar? Am I going to trade it on the yen? Am I going to trade it on, the euro?
Yes.
And I like trading it on, the yen.
Right.
And it's usually, pound yen is usually my morning trade.
Okay.
Or if I can't sleep and I'm trading the London session, Euro London session.
Okay.
That's a lot of times my go-to currency pair.
Yeah.
It's not really the currency pair I focus on so much. Like in the afternoon, like right now.
Right. No, that would make sense because you want those markets open. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, right.
So I want one of the two open, And so it's sort of cool. New Zealand yen, it's probably as far as just basic FX, like, not Nadex FX, and I heard a rumor that they may be bringing out a New Zealand pair, but that's a great one to trade at night, like in our U.S. nighttime session.
Sure.
So I'm hoping they bring that on because it'll give, those part-time traders even more. I mean, they've already added U.S. TAC and Nikkei and stuff like that, but if they had that and that had a really good volatile currency pair at night.
Right.
And but I'll go and I'll look for a pair, and I'm not usually going for 100 ticks. Maybe once in a while I'll get 60, 70, 80 ticks on an FX pair, but a lot of times I'm going for 20 or 30.
Right. Which on that can basically rattle around there all night long almost, right? So it's just taking it, right? Yeah.
And that's why I like it, And I mean, now if I get a runner, I'll just trail it, but if I don't see us in like a very trending pattern, meaning like everything is just bending in the right direction.
Yes.
Then I'm going to go over and just grab 20 or 30 ticks, and that's where I'll use these at-the-money contracts right there. It's near-the-market contracts, I mean. So
stay right there. We'll finish this up when we come back.
Okay.
Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Dow right now is up 109. Nasdaq's up 58. S&Ps are up 12.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Darrell Martin. We're talking about putting on a couple currency trades. So you like the ones that are right at the money, right?
Yes.
Because what does happen is, no doubt, if it rattles around 10, 20 ticks both ways, it's just a matter of taking it, right?
Right, yeah. They're basically near the market. But yeah, so we're like the price of the underlying market.
Yep.
Like right now, the pound yen is quoting like right around 160.50.
Okay.
So if I can find a contract that's right around 160.50, then you know I'm finding, and I'm trading like I'm trading the market. Whereas if I go up here and I trade one that's at 160.28, that contract's going to move a little slower.
No, which is cool.
So it moves 20 ticks, and then I'm only going to make maybe 5 or 10 by the time it gets there.
Yes,
so.
right.
And that's, I think, if people can grasp, it seems like the most complicated thing, but in reality, people can go, here's where the market is, like 160.48.
Right.
Here you're selling below the market.
Yes.
160.27. You know, well, it's going to move slower if you sell lower than where the market is, because it's just that optionality in there.
Exactly.
If you buy at a price, if the market's at 160.48 and you go over here and you buy a 160.82, it's going to move slow because you bought lower than the market. There's premium, there's option, time value, volatility value, whatever you want to call it, but there's air in the tire. It's got to get let out.
Good way of looking at it. Yeah, right.
And so, whereas if you find one that's trading right near, 160.50 at the moment, so we got 160.49, 49, 50, 48, that's going to move pretty close to in lockstep, pip for pip, as the underlying market.
Which is huge, folks, okay? Yeah, because then you still have the defined risk, and that's what's so great about the Nadex product, but yet you're trading at the money, right?
Exactly.
You're paying, what, 2 or 3 ticks, that's it, right?
Exactly. And you can go in here and you can find contracts that are trading right at the money. One of them has $136 risk with $114 profit. Another one has $155 risk with $95 profit.
Yep.
They expire at the same time. Which one do you want? The one with the less risk and more profit. Okay.
Exactly.
And that's why I made the scanner, because I didn't want to hope I had the best one. I wanted to know I had the best one.
Yeah.
And because $10, $20 on 50 contracts, on a daily basis can add up. Make choosing the right contract. So.
Yeah. And it's huge. No, it's huge. And I think I'm going to start trading these next week. I was trading the dollar in them, and I liked them, maybe about 6 months ago, and then I just got all over the NDX. But I can see how, the way the currencies have been moving anyway. That the bottom line, it seems like the currencies are what's really moving the market, folks. That's what it really comes down to. This dollar.
And that so changes right now. The currencies, I agree completely, are completely moving the market. And other times currencies will go quiet. What else do you trade? You don't have to go get another account. You don't have to figure out tick sizes. I mean,
Right.
it's all the same. Everything's $1 a tick. It's the last digit in the quote.
Yes.
On the bid offer, and that's how they all move, and they're all $1. So you can switch from one to the other without having to think about all the. I mean, I know all the tables of contract specs because I've done it for so long. But if you're new, that's really hard to get pound in. Look at it, it's moving down nicely. So
Look at that. That's wild, man. You got to love it. And listen, folks, so you come over to our website at TFNN. You get all weekend long. You can jump up on this platform. It's a great platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And, of course, every trading day, out here, come listen to us. Bottom line, Darrell's got a great scanner. You can check that out right at TFNN. So you got a couple rodeos this weekend?
yeah, maybe. We have one on the list. It's been raining like every day. So if it doesn't get rained out, we'll find out later today if they're going to call it. And if they do, that's going to be a nice change of pace. I don't think we've had a week without a rodeo in a while. And then,
wow.
So yeah, may have one or may just be out practicing.
Okay, it's a beautiful thing. Thanks, man. Listen,
Thank
folks, you stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And then, of course, swim lessons. Dave White will be back this afternoon. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Thanks, Darrell. Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.